You have to stop blaming yourself. Please, no.
I can't.
You have.
I can't.
You have to stop blaming yourself. Wait, I have something for you.
Mm-hmm.
I have something for you. Wait. It's might not be much, but I did this for you. Yeah. This is...
Can I go with you, please? Please. Can I please go with you?
Oh, Elizabeth. There wouldn't be a body to hold you. But you know what? Come here, come here. You know what? Look at the sky. Look at the sky. And don't bring your eyes down. Don't bring your eyes down.
Okay, okay. Why is that just the thought of you? Gives me a lump in my throat. Makes my body want to shrivel up to a tiny ball, and if I stay in it a little too long, gives me a nice pounding headache. Yeah, perhaps I should need to see a shrink. It's been 20 years already. But for now, I have to give myself a vow. Never, regardless of circumstance, stakes, expectations, budgets of all the films in the whole world, under any circumstance, use a memory of you. Good morning, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so happy to see you today. I will explain to you in a second what that video was about. Just wanted to greet you properly first and tell you how beautiful it is outside today. Beautiful October morning. And of course, thank you so much for stopping by, spending your time with me and learning what I get to share about my artistic journey. So hopefully we'll benefit from it. So today I want to bring the second aspect of my daily routine, which I found I cannot go without, and believe me, I really tried to ignore it. It didn't work very well, and now that I'm doing it almost every day, I see a huge and immense difference. And I'm talking about taking care of your mental space. And again, this video is not only for actors, please. It's for everybody who create. And in the first video, I emphasized that we actually are all creators as long as we have a freedom of choice. So, taking care of your mental space. Why is it so important? Let's start with my acting career, right? At the beginning, I would throw myself wholeheartedly in a life of my character. I would stitch her life, you know, her environment, her crisis. I will live it all away, come back home, then go back again, then do the same thing again, come back home. And yes, then it becomes a muscle, you know, you kind of turn it back on and off, you start crying on a cue. And I could separate, and you know, you get trained to do that in the acting school, between your life and your character's life, but something was missing. I couldn't quite, I didn't know what I was missing. Let's put it this way. Then you know, several projects came all at once. Like one day you have to play a very sad person. I played someone whose child was killed in front of her, and then next day I had an audition for this happy, bubbly, sexy something, and sometimes you just don't have enough time to recuperate or just kind of, what's the word, get relaxed into it. And that's when I actually started thinking about meditating on a daily basis. But let's say you're not an actor, and let's say you're eating right and you're exercising your body and you're sleeping well and you think your energy level is great and you are living your highest life. But then life happens and some gruesome news hit the screen, and or you read something online, or something happens in your family circle, and life happens, and then it throws you off, and sometimes for not several hours, sometimes for several weeks or months, and you still want to be honest to yourself, and you still want to continue what you're doing. So what do you do? And that's where the meditation comes really, really handy, because it really trains your mind how to approach those things. So I started digging into this very, very deep, and with the help of my online mentors, I would say. There are so many beautiful people online, but two of them I absolutely adore. I learned that meditation is really as necessary as a diet, as brushing your teeth, taking a shower, etc. So meditation, what is that? The most clearest explanation I found was from John Kabat-Zinn. He's an amazing online coach of mine. Well, not mine, but I follow him everywhere. And I have a couple of online mentors, I like to call them. I just listen to their amazing podcasts and read their books, and these people are just unbelievable. And he's one of them. So he explained it pretty well. Mindfulness is basically consciously focusing on some activity. That's all it is. So any meditation starts with mindfully observing your breath. As simple as that. And then if you've never done that before, you realize that you can't stitch two breaths together without 40 thoughts in between, and you're trying to slow down the thought process and actually not think any thoughts, and you cannot do it. Yeah. Well, it's impossible to have a blank mind, as John once said, but it's very possible to make your mind still for a certain amount of time, or slow down that mental activity. And what happens is you become very zen. You just like relax and things are great, but something else happens. For me, it wasn't a guided meditation. I'll tell you the types of meditation after. It was just a mindful one when you sit and you observe your breath and you just realize how awesome you are. And I'm not talking about awesome like you're looking at yourself, I'm awesome. No, like it's such a crazy experience. Like you realize how grateful you are to have this breath, this heartbeat, and to have this day. But we never really pay attention to any of this because it was given to us for nothing, and we are so used to it. But when it's taken away from us, it's become the most expensive, the most valuable thing. So before any of the crisis happens in your life, I want you to pay attention to those things, because the value and the quality of your day will triple. So, okay, why do I feel like I have 20 cups of coffee after each meditation and I had nothing in my mouth at all? Like I didn't even drink. I had to get to the bottom of it, and I started searching, and the best explanation I found from Joe Dispenza, another amazing, insanely amazing person. And he explained it so well. When you slow down all this, the brain gets a chance to fire in a coherent manner. And when that happens, it starts connecting with the heart in a coherent manner. And coherent meaning even. If you ever felt like scattered brain, like something bad happened and you're trying to resolve the problem and you're thinking about it and you're realizing it's just making things worse, that's a perfect example of incoherent brain, right? When it's kind of all over the place, and it actually is, because brain has thousands of billiard of different networks that's responsible. This network is responsible for you driving the car, this responding to your, workers, this, dealing with the kids, cooking, etc. So all those separate networks, right? And the brain firing is kind of firing separately in all those departments all together. And by the end of the day, you're absolutely exhausted. And why do we get so tired and we age so fast when we are under stress? That's why. Because the brain and the mind are not in sync. And meditation is the gate toward that first step to make your brain coherent. And it starts firing in an even brain waves, and it all of a sudden connects to your heart, and they start kind of playing off each other. And as you probably know, our body is just one big orchestra, and if something is going on here, it will respond here, and all of a sudden you get so much energy and you get so many amazing ideas. You can write all these songs, and you have these amazing concepts about your business, and you deal with your kids' problems a little differently. It's all because of that. So there are 3 types of meditation: mindful, guided, and transcendental. Of course, there are lots of derivatives like meditation for kindness and peace and love, etc. But the big ones are those 3, as far as I know. And mindful, as I explained before, it's concentrating on like one activity, slowing everything down. The second one is being mindful and listening to what the guide is saying throughout that time and follow his direction. And that's where Joe Dispenza is the best, because he's not only offering you to kind of understand what's going on in your life and why you're reacting the way you're reacting, but also to elevate your vibrational level. And the third one is transcendental, is when you rise above all this and kind of observe from that point of view. I think they all 3 talking about the same kind of thing from different angles. I haven't tried transcendental before. I'm yet to try, but usually when I start my day, the very first thing is the mindful and guided meditation all together for me. So mindful first and the guided second. Please try, give yourself a chance, and tell me if you felt any difference. That's it for today. Stay awesome, show up for yourself, and I'll see you in a different video.